Matthew Vadum, the senior editor at the Capital Research Center, joins us now with some extremely important breaking news on ACORN. And you're going to be hearing it here before you hear it anywhere else. He's got access to some key information. This is a must-listen. Matthew, welcome back to the show.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about it.
Yes, please do.
Okay, what has happened is there was a memo that Elizabeth Kingsley, ACORN's lawyer, wrote to the group ACORN a year ago, dated June 19th, 2008. The subject line is Initial Report on Organizational Review. Kingsley is as an attorney with Harman, Curran, Spielberg, Eisenberg, LLP, here in Washington, D.C. In it, now this memo was excerpted and reported on by Stephanie Strom, who's a pretty good reporter at the New York Times. New York Times subsequently suppressed her reporting, apparently for political reasons around election time, because she was just digging up too much dirt about ACORN and Obama. In any event, though, never before has the full memo been published, and it's going to be, I have an article describing the contents of the memo that right now is up at American Spectator, spectator.org, and then later today, not sure exactly what time, at biggovernment.com, Andrew Breitbart's new site that unleashed the undercover prostitute sting videos on America. It's going to be up there later today. And in it, the significance of this memo is that Elizabeth Kingsley spells out the exact problems with ACORN, and just about every nasty thing that has been said about ACORN over the last few years is true and is acknowledged in black and white by Elizabeth Kingsley. Even more damning, Mr. Liddy, is the fact that ACORN ignored her advice. When a panel was created of members of their national board, there actually are a few honest people in ACORN, believe it or not.
It's hard to believe.
I know, there are a few. Well, you met the one whistleblower. I did a joint interview with you on Anita Moncrief. Remember her?
Yeah, but she's no longer with them.
Right. But she was with their Project Vote division, and she outlined the shenanigans she saw. But in any event, she wasn't on this special committee, the IMC. I think it was stands for Internal Management Committee. And this little panel was supposed to was supposed to make a sincere effort to clean up ACORN's problems. The problem is when they started to get too close to the fire, too close to the documents discussing ACORN's internal problems, detailing the $1 million embezzlement by the founder, Wade Rathke's little brother, and the subsequent cover-up that the current organizer, Bertha Lewis, participated in. Then Bertha Lewis got these people fired. And their names are Marcel Reed and Karen Inman, and there are a few other people. And they formed a reform group, a splinter group called ACORN 8, and they are, they're liberals, but they're honest liberals, and they're not crazy radicals like the people who run ACORN. And the thing about the memo is it confirms everything you can imagine that has been said about ACORN, that they're either involved in it or they're very close to it. They talk. The memo goes into excruciating detail about the lack of internal controls, the improper accounting, the interlocking directorates, the top-down control while maintaining the illusion of a decentralized outfit, the problems with money being thrown around almost casually between various affiliates within the ACORN empire of activism, and how it warns, this could be perceived as improperly using government money on partisan political activities. She just goes on like everything you can imagine that left-wingers caricature conservatives and libertarians over in their criticisms of ACORN. All these things are true, and it's in black and white, and ACORN's lawyer says so.
Jeez.
And this is damning. And I can't believe that the New York Times, which apparently had the memo, I don't know for sure, maybe they were just allowed to look at it. That happens sometimes. This memo has been kept in a safe deposit box by certain people for more than the last year. So it's the kind of thing I was told, and I guess maybe the ACORN source of mine was joking, said this is the kind of memo people would kill for. So I don't know if they actually kill for it, but they definitely would try and...
Well, somebody got it.
Definitely lead to an operation, a plumbing operation, if you know what I mean, Mr. Liddy.
Yeah, well, I certainly do. Now, what about... I know Bertha Lewis is the head of ACORN. Well,
right, and a conspirator in the cover-up and embezzlement.
Right. Now, who is the woman who is the closest political advisor to Obama in the White House, who's, the big connection to ACORN and was the person who brought in this
Are you referring to Valerie Jarrett?
Yes, Valerie Jarrett.
I haven't done a lot of research on Valerie Jarrett, but she's incredibly connected. And our friend Glenn Beck on TV has actually done excellent pieces on it in the last few days on Valerie Jarrett's connections to Chicago thug politics and so on.
Right, but she's the connection between Obama himself and all these ACORN shenanigans.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what role she played, and that may be true. But I think the more significant thing, Mr. Liddy, is a story that I broke on Monday that the George Soros underlings, minions at Media Matters for America, have been trying to spin furiously. And I can just promise you, this conversation is going to be up on their website soon as they peddle their malicious lies and slanders about.
They have me on Media Matters on a regular basis.
It's a badge of honor to be denounced by evil people, isn't it? Yes. Media Matters, they are evil. There are lots of sincere liberals out there. Media Matters, they don't have any there. David Brock, I don't need to go into his story.
Oh, boy, no, I know that story.
But I think... How Patrick Gaspard got into the White House is an interesting story, but I think it's, in my opinion, Mr. Liddy, it's more important that Patrick Gaspard is in there. Patrick Gaspard is the power behind the throne. He is the new Karl Rove, and he's low profile. He was an SEIU 1199. I think he was executive vice president, longtime labor organizer, and he was Bertha Lewis's right-hand man for years at New York ACORN. And they're trying to debunk this claim that I've made. They haven't been able to do it because he worked as Bertha Lewis's right-hand man, and now he's President Obama's right-hand man in the White House. He is ACORN's man in the White House. It's almost as if Bertha Lewis could be speaking to Patrick Gaspard through an earpiece, telling him or controlling him on little marionette strings, telling him what to do and directing his activities. This is a damning document, and it'll be very interesting to see how the Obama administration and ACORN respond to this.
Well, now, tell me what this connection, between Jarrett and Obama and ACORN and what have you. So far, there's been such tremendous fallout from the sting operation against them with the pimp and the prostitute,
right,
and all that thing, that they've